Hi everyone, it's Catherine here from Inky Finger Cat. Christmas in July project for you again today. I went hunting through the stencils to pull out specifically Christmassy ones and found these ones that I don't think I've ever used before. Or if I have, it's very infrequent. They were designed by my friend Deborah Wainwright. I say friend, we have physically met in real life and we are Facebook friends too, but we used to do a journal swap together. So yeah, she designed them and I obviously bought them from her, but I have no memory of when I bought them or ever using them. So I thought, right, time to use them. And they're really quirky and a bit funky. So I went and grabbed that massive pile of what they call jelly prints and inky backgrounds and stuff that I've just got to one side, and decided to use black gesso and just start creating. I didn't really know what I was going to do with them. I have a little mini disaster because I originally start off doing all 6, but I do end up only with 5 at the end because of a little inky disaster I have. So the stencil comes with the inserty bits as well as the outside bits. So I've done the different kinds of relief there. So one is inking around the outside. I'm saying inking, but obviously it's gesso and it's a paint, but you know what I mean. Inking around the outside, and then I just that leaves the pattern or the colour in the middle, and the other one is the other way around for obvious reasons. Now, this is where it all goes a little bit of disaster because my pen decides it's gonna leak, and I get a big splodge in the middle of that one, so I end up just throwing that one away. It's only paper, and you can see there another little splodge. I thought I'd sorted out the pen. The pen has now gone in the bin. But yeah, so I've started adding in some little doodles with black pen there on both of them, ones that I've looked at so far, and then I'm going to mount them all onto black panels. I'm going to keep these cards so simple, it's ridiculous. So this isn't as sped up as they normally are because of the fact that actually it really didn't take me long to make 5 whole cards doing this. But that's partly because obviously those backgrounds are already done. If I was making the backgrounds from scratch, you'd have to add that time in, etc. Which is why it's just good to go and do these sorts of things. And then you can just bulk make something like this, really simple, really funky, bit of mixed media, a bit of different kind of approach to the clean and simple or the delicate type of Christmas cards that I've also been making. So I've now moved on to my white Posca pen and I'm just adding some details in with that white, and now I'm going to trim these down into slimline panels that are going to go on the front of my cards. Anything that's left over will get used in another thing. Probably go in the bits and bobs box for maybe future index cards. You never know what they might get used for. This one I added a little bit more doodling on. I just felt like it could do with a little bit more, so just some simple lines, didn't do anything particularly difficult, and just started gluing things into place. I use my acrylic box quite a lot in this video to just try and weigh things down because those papers that I've done jelly prints or inky backgrounds on, they are a little bit warped. So I'm grabbing some more black cardstock because I need more for these other pieces. And again, some of them are quite thin pieces of paper or cardstock that I've jelly printed or inked onto, and so Pritt Stick's probably the best to use for those. But for the others, I've probably used a wet glue. Now, again, just a little bit more doodling for that one. And now it's time to start assembling my cards. So I am literally just going to stick it down, and then I'm going to go and find that pouch of ready-made die-cut words. And I'm going to just use those. I kept this so simple because I wanted those kind of backgrounds to shine. In terms of, you know, they are the main feature, is the inkiness or the paintiness and the patterns and stuff in them with a simple kind of Christmas tree shape. So I didn't really want to do too much to distract. So I just pretty much add a die cut word on the top of each of them. So I've run out of card blanks, so because I tried to cut a few at a time, and then I've not ended up with enough, because I've ended up making 5 cards today. I mean, these were just so simple, but I did end up doing 5. I don't need to do 5, but I did, so there you go. So again, just keeping it simple, and I just keep adding them underneath those acrylic blocks to weigh them down whilst they dry, because I'm using wet glue because it's quite a thick black cardstock that I've matte them on. So the last 2, I do end up choosing sort of a more coloured sentiment. I think the first one has got a bit of colour, one of them's got a bit of silver, but yeah, these are all ones that obviously I have just done all in one big bulk die cutting job, using scraps, etc., and just trying to work out whether I want to say peace, whether I want to say joy, which colour I want. But I do end up with peace on this one in that sort of like plummy colour. I want to describe it as a plummy colour. Now, obviously, you could go to town with the doodles on these. You could absolutely create all of them with extra doodles, but I just did that one with the extra little lines. I just felt like it needed it. The others I'm quite happy with. Now, I did pull out all my gems, and I've added gems, because I just wanted that little bit of a sparkle or something shiny. So in some cases I put 3 on, some cases I've added 5. Sometimes I've done multiple colours, and sometimes I've stuck to the same colour, just to make them a little bit different on each of the cards. But there you go, that was it. I think in total it took me about 34 minutes to make those 5 cards. So you can see them here with the close-ups for each one. Again, just so simple. So I really urge you to go and do something dead simple, like do a whole load of backgrounds at once. Doesn't really matter what the end result is, you'll just end up finding some way to use it. And then these simple shapes that Deborah designed, you can absolutely do it yourself, dead easy. And then I've just added that little bit of doodling in with a sentiment on top. So hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to see more. Until next time, goodbye.